people have discovered fascinating and significant artifacts from long-gone civilizations throughout history. These artifacts can reveal important information about the cultures that produced them, including their ceremonial practices, artisanal skills, societal values, and their way of life, whether this was found through diligent searching or just stumbled upon, which often seems to be the case. Welcome to Ancient History, the channel where you'll learn more about ancient history and much more. In today's video, we'll see the top 10 most amazing archaeological finds. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1. The Rosetta Stone. This great stele, which dates back to 2,200 years, is a broken off portion of a bigger slab with a decree issued in 196 BCE by a council of priests. It supports the reigning monarch, Ptolemy V, who was 13 at the time, on the first anniversary of his coronation. Although there is only one copy of the decree, it's written in hieroglyphs, ancient Greek, and Egyptian cursive scripts. Because all three languages existed, researchers could use their understanding of the other two to decipher the hieroglyphs. Soldiers in Napoleon's troops discovered the granodiorite stone in 1799 while laying the fort's foundation close to Rashid, or Rosetta, located on the Nile River Delta in northern Egypt. Granodiorite is a relative of granite. A treaty negotiated during the Napoleonic Wars allowed the British Museum to purchase the Rosetta Stone from France in 1802. There have been ongoing attempts to get the stone returned to Egypt, although it's one of the most recognized artifacts in the museum. Number 2. Dead Sea Scrolls. The ancient Jewish religious texts known as the Dead Sea Scrolls date from the 3rd century BCE to the 1st century CE, and they were discovered in the Qumran caves on the Dead Sea's northern side. They consist of over 800 documents printed on papyrus, copper, and animal skin. The scrolls were first discovered in 1946 and 47 by Bedouin shepherds, who found them in hidden jars. They contain the earliest manuscripts of completed books that were ultimately incorporated into the Christian biblical canon. The scrolls contain traces of diversity in religious thought and provide a better understanding of early Judaism and Christianity throughout their pages, written in mostly Hebrew but also Aramaic and ancient Greek. Several previously undiscovered songs, prayers, comments, and the earliest rendition of the 10 Commandments are also included in the scrolls. The authorship of the scrolls still remains a mystery. While many academics hold members of the Jewish group known as the Essenes accountable, some experts assert that other sects may have been contributed. The Israel Museum in Jerusalem is where you may find the Dead Sea Scrolls, although they are usually off display due to their fragility. Number 3. Benin Bronzes. The Benin Bronzes are a collection of items stolen from the United Kingdom of Benin and shipped to modern-day Nigeria in 1897. Around 5,000 items, including figurines, tusks, statues of Benin's kings, and an ivory mask, are considered present. In 1897, 200 African porters and the unnamed British explorer James Phillips were killed, along with the other members of his expedition. The British Empire deployed troops to seize antiquities from the monarchy as retaliation for their deaths. Hundreds of precious items were donated to the British Museum on Ione, sold to private dealers and institutions in the UK and Germany, and kept by individuals who took part in the military operation. The return of the items has generated a lot of debate. More than 5,000 African artifacts have recently been located in 131 institutions across 20 countries. This was thanks to the recent establishment of an extensive internet database called Digital Benin. Number 4. The Golden Mask at Zhangjiangdui. In spite of the fact that the Bronze Age archaeological site at Zhangjiangdui in China's Sichuan province has produced thousands of significant artifacts since a farmer discovered it in 1927, a gold mask discovered inside a sacrificial pit in 2021 is arguably the most extraordinary object in the hoard. It may have covered someone's face during some sacrifice ceremonies. It's thought to be made of 84% gold, weighs slightly over half a pound, and has been around for quite a long time. Researchers estimate it to be around 3,000 years old. The mask was discovered among items made of ivory, jade, and gold, a wooden box that had yet to be opened, and several bronze parts. The digs are still ongoing, as are studies of the artifact. The Shu Han Empire, which ruled over the Sichuan Basin from 316 BCE until its fall, is thought to have employed the artifacts in religious rites. Have you found anything so far interesting? Well, wait until you see the rest. Also, have you subscribed to our channel Ancient History yet? Remember to do so, and also remember to like and share this video. Turn on the post notifications by hitting that bell icon, and keep watching. Number 5. Pompeii. The ancient Roman city of Pompeii was submerged by ash and pumice following Mount Vesuvius's catastrophic volcanic eruption in 79 AD. Although it was a devastating event, the eruption left behind a huge archaeological site and a wealth of Roman artifacts, destroying the city and killing its residents. Buildings, goods, and corpses have all been preserved for thousands of years thanks to the lack of oxygen and moisture caused by being buried under ash. Pompeii's existence is responsible for much of our understanding of the daily life in a Roman metropolis. Number 6. Richard III's grave. Richard III, the final Plantagenet King of England, is a recurring figure in English legend due to his reputation as a prince slayer, crookback, and all-around nasty power grabber. Until the Searching for Richard project in 2012, his final resting place remained a mystery despite his notoriety. The study unearthed human remains at the location of Leicester's former Greyfriars Friary Church with the aid of the university's archaeological staff. Upon testing and scientific confirmation that the remains were those of Richard III, the story received extensive media coverage. Number 7. Olduvai Gorge. Most of what scientists know about hominins' development and our species' eventual emergence comes from this 30-mile area in Tanzania's Rift Valley. According to fossil evidence discovered in Olduvai Gorge, the ancestors of modern humans lived as far back as 1.9 million years ago. They also demonstrate how the use of stone tools and a hunter-gatherer way of life have increased our social and cognitive complexity. The discovery of tools and animal remains in a central region showed the development of social interaction, and more recent remains increasingly display these features. The site is estimated to have been inhabited by Homo sapiens around 17,000 years ago. Number 8. Cave of Altamira. When anthropology and archaeology come together to create a beautiful tale, like in the case of the Cave of Altamira, it is an amazing example. It was the first of its kind when the Spanish cave, which features ancient paintings of creatures in human hands, was uncovered in 1880. Our perspective of prehistoric humans was completely transformed due to the discovery, which challenged the notion that they lacked the mental capacity for creative expression. The artifacts provide us with a window into the lives of our ancient ancestors and date back between 14,000 and 20,000 years. Number 9. The Aztec Calendar Stone. The Aztec Calendar Stone, also known as Piedra del Sol, is a sizable disc covered in carvings of calendar symbols and creation tales in hieroglyphic script. The basalt sculpture, which is 12 feet in diameter and 3 feet thick and weighs around 50,000 pounds, was made between 1502 and 1520. Despite its name, it would have served as a sacrificial altar rather than a calendar. The stone represents the Aztec solar year, which was divided into centuries of 52 years and consisted of 18 months with 20 days each plus an additional 5 days. The Aztec concept that the universe had gone through 4 world constructions, all of which had been destroyed, was mirrored in the calendar. Later, the stone was used as a national emblem when the Mexican states were unified. Currently, it is kept in Mexico City's National Anthropology Museum. And at number 10, the Staffordshire Hoard. The Staffordshire Hoard is the largest of its kind, including about 4,600 shards of Anglo-Saxon craftsmanship in both gold and silver. The trove, found in a field close to the Hammerwich in Staffordshire, England, in 2009, contains ornamental, precious metal fittings formerly part of the military equipment used by Anglo-Saxon kings and princes in the 6th and 7th centuries. Despite being little, the things are incredibly detailed. The artwork includes Christian and pagan iconography and displays influences from various eras and places. For their owners, the stylized creatures and elaborate geometric designs would have held secret meanings that were significant to them personally. Moreover, cloisonne is used to adorn several objects. Visitors can view the Staffordshire hoard at the Potteries Museum and Art Gallery in Stoke-on-Trent. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. Do you know of any other finds? Tell us about your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, whilst you're down there, remember to like, subscribe to Ancient History, and enable that bell icon for more interesting content if you enjoyed this video. Check out some other videos on our channel, as we'll be back with another amazing video very soon.